And it's time that she can get the whole ride out within an hour. Excruciating pain and mental turmoil. Try it. Just go home and say, I'm going to just sit still for 30 minutes. I'm not going to move. It's almost impossible. Unless you have that stimuli of pain. And let's look at Mark 4:18 through 19. Now these are the ones sown among thorns. That's a problem there. They are the ones who hear the word of truth, or hear the word, and I put truth. And the cares of this world, the deceitfulness of riches, and the desires of other things entering in, choke the word, and it becomes unfruitful. What example did we give? The American dream. Yeah, you can make it. Anybody can make it. If you make it in America, you can make it anywhere. You a lie. You can't make it in America. There are only 2% that's making it here. The rest they got a chokehold on. Tell them you can do it. Keep paying your taxes. Keep going to your fake polls thinking you making a decision, thinking you making choices. No, them folks are set up from the beginning of time. That bloodline, straight through the bloodline. That's why they're all cousins. We're so stupid. Society is such foolish people. How come all these folks are cousins? These presidents. You hadn't noticed? How they putting themselves back in power. And they only puppet heads themselves. And tailor made is a garment that has been specifically made for a particular customer. Oh yeah, it's a customer. Because we have sown into what we're about to reap. The choices we have made, we're about to reap them. Made or fitted especially to a particular use or purpose. Made by a tailor or with the tailor's care and style. The Most High. He's the master tailor. And it's made or fitted especially to a particular use or purpose. Yeah, judgment. That's what this judgment is made for. It's tailor-made for you. It's knocking on your door today. What choice are you making? Righteousness or unrighteousness? Let's carry on. Judgment is the ability to make considered decisions or come to sensible conclusions. See, this is the grace and mercy we've been given today, family. This is the grace and mercy we've been given. And similar words to this is discernment, shrewdness, common sense, good judgment, perception, wisdom, judiciousness, prudence, understanding, intelligence, awareness, sharpness, cleverness, powers of reason, logic, know-how, gumption, smarts to think. And we're all been given these gifts, family, to a limit. Some of us are less than others. And the main one you're questioning most folks is the one that says good sense. Their judgment is so lapsed. You're like, do they really have any kind of good common sense? But the other side of that coin is misfortune or calamity viewed as a divine punishment. And it is. It's either a divine blessing or a divine curse. And it's only what he said. He's saying, if you do this, then I'll do that. Or we should put it like this. If you do this, this is going to happen. If you don't do this, then this is going to happen. Just like he said, let there be light. And light happened. He's saying, if you obey, you'll eat the good of the land. A misfortune or calamity viewed as a divine punishment. That's what judgment is. And Genesis 15:13 through 14 says, this is where it all comes down. This is what really happened. This is why these nations are being judged. This is why we're having to make the choice today on whose side we're on. The side of Yahuwah or the side of Hasatan, the one who has deceived you. And the text says, then Yahuwah said to Abram, you can be sure that your descendants will be strangers in a foreign land where they will be enslaved and oppressed for 400 years. But I will bring judgment upon the nation that enslaves them. And in the end, they will come away with great wealth. Oh boy. Oh boy. And an important question to ask, which we don't see a whole lot of this being asked with when this script is read. Why were them boys enslaved in the first place? Why they had to do 400 years in the first place? Which I'm sure Abram asked. He said, them niggas hard. Your descendants hard-headed, son. They're not going to listen. And Acts 7, 6 through 7 backs that script up, which is just, I think, Saul quoting from this script. But Yahuwah spoke in this way, that his descendants would dwell in a foreign land and that they would bring them into bondage and oppress them 400 years. And the nation to whom they will be in bondage, I will judge, says Yahuwah. And after, they shall come out and serve me in this place. And this gives a little more detail there in Joel 3. And it tells what the judgment looks like. For behold, in those days and at that time, in these days and this time, when I bring back the captives of Yehudah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat. This is your judgment. This is your rapture. Its judgment is not a oh happy day. No, it's no happy day. He said he's going to bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. I will gather all nations. Why are you gathering all the nations, Robert? Because all the nations took his people into bondage. And I will enter into judgment with them there on account of my people. Not no other reason you want to say this judgment is coming upon this land and all the European nations and all of their allies that's hooked up to him. This judgment is because of what they did to his people. My heritage, Yasharal. Uh-oh, his heritage? Yes, his chosen. His inheritance, as one text says, whom they had scattered among the nations. There you go, it tells it all right there. Every nation out here got a piece of it. They have also divided up my land. Yeah, you see the big players in this map right here and their names. That's where they sent the people to. Back to their land and say, we're going to be enriched by these niggas. We're going to have these niggas build up our nations. And we're going to have them enslaved indefinitely. As Psalms 83 clearly says. And it also speaks on these players we see on this map. They have cast lots for my people. Have given a boy for a harlot, for a little hoe. Yeah, these nasty jokers like little boys instead of women. The natural use of a woman, they don't have no natural use. And sold a girl for wine that they may drink. Straight devils. They doing that sex trafficking even up to this day. However, 2 Peter 3:9 says, Yahuwah is not slack concerning his promise, as some count slackness, but is long-suffering towards us, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. See, and they was asking Peter or Kepha at this time, all things are the same since our fathers died. Y'all been talking about this rapture. Y'all been talking about Yahuwah's judgment since way back then or way back when. All things are the same. Ain't nothing happening. Yeah, because he's patient. He's trying to give you the opportunity, to get right. But you don't want it. You're like, nah, I don't want nobody rules.